Thank you very much. I'm delighted to now invite Ms. Anna Potts, National SDG Coordinator of the Netherlands. Ms. Pot, the floor is yours.
Can you hear me? Yes. Well, we are grateful for UNDESA to organize this special event. And as we have heard before, also from our minister from Liberia, important gains have been met. Also in the Netherlands, my country, we have now reached 20% of electricity use generated from renewable energy. But also in today's report, the SDG Global Report, I was reading that 30% of global power generation comes from renewable energy sources. That's good news. But as been said before, progress on universal access to affordable, reliable energy remains uneven and too slow. The review of the SDG 7 at this year's HLPF therefore comes at a critical juncture. We need to accelerate, as mentioned here before, implementation and strengthen political commitment. We need sustainable energy systems that are resilient, diversified, and decentralized. Decentralized, sustainable energy sources can be reliable alternatives to fossil fuels. As we've heard from our colleague from Palau, we've seen during the crisis that fossil fuels are characterized by volatile energy prices. In follow-up to COP28, this year, Colombia and the Kingdom of the Netherlands organized the first conference on transitioning away from fossil fuels in Santa Marta. The conference brought together 57 countries. At this conference, business, governments, and youth worked together. And as an outcome, 3 work streams were developed to keep the work going. Countries here that wish to engage constructively in accelerating the transition away from fossil fuels are more than welcome to join our work. But now I would like to hand over and give the floor to our youth delegate who showed great effort on this topic. May I represent here Isha.
Yes, thank you so much, Anna, for giving me the floor. Good morning, Excellencies. Today I will share a message on behalf of the youth. Energy today is no longer just a topic related to climate change only. It took a geopolitical crisis to reveal itself for many people to fully realize that how dependent we are on global dependence on fossil fuels and how deeply it affects our security, prosperity, but also our future. That is one of the reasons why we as youth representatives wrote the Global Youth Declaration for the first international conference on transitioning away from fossil fuels. And within this declaration, we brought together the voices from young people from all around the world and proposed solutions to transition away from fossil fuels. This initiative showed that despite the polarization which we see today in the world, we as youth from both the Global North and Global South were still able to work together towards a shared purpose. Because also my generation wants and deserves a prosperous future. But that future, that prosperity, cannot just solely rely upon resources that eventually will run out. And above all, harm the planet, our world, our home. At the same time, we should also not try to solve one crisis by creating another. Yes, we need renewable energy, but we have to ensure that obtaining the materials needed for it are sourced responsibly. And above all, let's not forget to put people and the planet at the heart of the energy transition. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. This concludes the high-level statement segment. Colleagues, please join me in a round of applause for all of our distinguished speakers for their valuable remarks. Before we proceed to the next segment of the event, we will take a brief